Hi all, Tasha here, and you're watching Tasha's Fandom 13. Now I know I'm behind on this just because it premiered this past Saturday for its hour-long opening, but today's topic is going to be about Star Wars Rebels Season 3. So in this episode, we noticed that it's been a few years since we've seen our crew last, and so Ezra is no longer a tween, and everyone keeps talking about his new do, but his character is the one that's drawing out this portion of the story for the episode. We also see that his abilities have gotten stronger. This is due to the fact that he's been using the Sith holocron. He doesn't think he's doing any harm just because he's using it to his advantage to defeat the enemy. I was a bit worried when I first saw this, but not totally surprised. That's just because we have actually seen him tempted by the dark side before. Now, we also find out that Kanan has been distanced since he was blinded back in Season 2's finale, which is probably why Ezra most likely turned to the holocron in the first place. Luckily, Kanan does find out about it, and he confiscates it so Ezra can no longer use it. We also know that there is a female voice that is coming from the holocron, but we don't know who it is, at least not yet. Now, Ezra was assigned to lead a mission to retrieve Hondo Ohnaka from an Imperial prison. It's just because Hondo actually has information pertaining to a squadron of Y-Wings at an Imperial shipyard that are scheduled to be destroyed. So knowing this information, the rebels set out to recon, commanded by Ezra, only to find out that there are only about 15 left out of thousands. So because of this, Ezra decided to change the mission to rescue the remaining Y-Wings. But by the time they actually get back, they only gain 5. Now, even though his team did disagree with him on this change, I personally think it was a good idea, just because if they didn't go save those ships then, they would have been gone. But it also looked like a low-risk operation with high rewards. During this mission, Kanan is summoned into the Altalon Wilds by an ancient Force wielder, the Bendu, which is actually neither Jedi or Sith, so kind of more in that gray Jedi area. And the Bendu actually helps Kanan regain his confidence and learn that even though he's lost his sight, he's gained new abilities to make up for it. Then he actually senses that Ezra is in danger, and leaves the holocron with the Bendu while he goes save him. So even though it seemed to be an easy mission, Ezra soon learned that they were dealing with a greater threat, so they had to deal with dismantler droids on the way in, and then on the way out, an Imperial fleet. So then on the Imperial side of things, we see Governor Price is actually asking Grand Moff Tarkin for the 7th Fleet to respond to the growing threat of the rebels. During this interaction, she does refer to him as Moff Tarkin, not once, but twice. Even though it's never explained why, Grand Moff Tarkin does seem to be disturbed at the end of their discussion and their conversation. Maybe he feels disrespected or angry about this, but he never actually says anything. It also comes into play that Grand Admiral Thrawn is commanding the 7th Fleet. Now, unfortunately, I did not know much about this character except that he was important in the Star Wars universe. So after looking him up, I learned that he was introduced in Timothy Zahn's novel Heir to the Empire in 1991. So in the story, it's 5 years after the events of the Return of the Jedi. Thrawn takes control of the remaining forces of the Galactic Empire as an Imperial military commander. So even though he's not even though he's represented very little in this episode, it looks like he will definitely be showing back up in the future. So by the time the episode ended, Hera is upset with Ezra and suspends him for his actions and putting his team in danger. And even though this has happened, Ezra is still grateful that Kanan came to save him. It is also revealed that the Y-Wings, the 5 Y-Wings that were saved, will be delivered to General Dodonna's unit. Now, if you all remember, General Dodonna leads the briefing before the Battle of Yavin in Episode 4. So I think this was a great opening to the new season. I can't wait to see what comes out next. But I'd like to know what your thoughts are. Definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you like or want to share this video with any of your friends, don't forget to hit that share and like button. Also subscribe if you want to see more. You can follow me on Facebook, Tasha's Fandom, and on Twitter at Tasha's Fandom 13. And then also check out my website by clicking the link in the description below. That's all for today. Until next time.